So once again, good morning. Welcome to this class. Thank you for coming. And let's start with the class. So,
Okay.
do you remember what we studied yesterday?
Yes, yesterday we talked about past simple passive.
Okay, yes, you're right. Simple passive. Give me a
But
moment. Jonathan just joined. I'm going to move Jonathan. Jonathan. Okay. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you
good
doing?
morning.
Good morning, Enrique. Good, Mr. Good. I'm so exhausted. I sleep like 5 hours, so
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I'm so tired.
So you're
Very
working a
tired.
lot.
Yeah,
Okay, but that's good. That's money. You will be
yeah,
rich.
Mr.
Rich person. Okay. So, Jonathan, we were talking about what we studied yesterday. So at the beginning of the class, we studied passive voice, right? Then we review comparative and superlative. But instead of use adjective, we use adverbs. So I'm going to show you a better explanation. So I'm going to share my screen for a while. So here, this is the uses of the rule for use. Sorry, I pause. How I pause my presentation. Okay. Superlative and comparative, but in this case with adverbs. Remember, an adjective is a word that qualifies a noun. An adverb is a word that qualifies an adjective or a verb, right? So it's different. So the rules, it says short adverbs, one syllable. We just add er at the end with the comparative or est with the superlative, right? Fast, faster, or farthest, right? Hard, harder, or hardest. Late, later, or latest. Okay, this is just one syllable. Adverbs in this case. Adverbs ending in ly, right? Most of the adverbs ending in this. So we use, for comparative, we use more quickly, more slowly, more carefully. For superlative, we use most. Move quickly, move slowly, move carefully. She drives more carefully. She drives most carefully, right? Good morning, Javier. How are you doing?
Good morning, mister. I'm fine.
Welcome. So,
Ready to
Javier,
declare.
yesterday at the end of the class, we were talking about superlative and comparative, but with adjective, right? We have started with adverbs. Yesterday with adverbs, and we have started with adjectives. So today we're checking the uses with adverbs. So with adverbs, we have short adverbs, just one syllable, like fast, hard, late. In these cases, for the comparative, we add er, right? Faster, harder, later. And for superlative, we add est, fastest, hardest, latest. He ran faster than me. He ran fastest of all. Adverbs ending in ly. Most of the adverbs ending in ly. Use more plus the adverb in comparative, right? And use most plus the adverb in superlative. So more quickly, more slowly, more carefully, or most quickly, most slowly, most carefully. She drive more carefully. Adverbs ending in ly. She drives most carefully. Irregular, different form, difference. Well, better, best, right? Similar to the adjective, good, better, best. In the adverb is well, better, best. Badly, worse, worse. Far, farther, farthest, or farther and farthest. These ones are similar to the adjectives. The difference is in an adverb is well and badly instead of good and bad, right? So far, do you have any question? It is clear.
This is
Mr.
clear.
Enrique, Mr. Javier, do you
It's
have any
clear.
question?
Yes,
No
it's clear.
question.
Okay, this is easy.
Mhm.
It's like an adjective, but it has a little changes, some little changes, right? Okay, Example, comparative. She types faster than he does, right? Types. Escribir en el computador o en el celular, right? He sings more beautifully than his brother. So notice, this is just one syllable, fast, an easy comparative, so you add at the end, er, right? So she types faster than he does. He's singing more beautifully. This is a adjective that ends in ly, so we need to add more. He sings more beautifully than his brother. And this is an irregular. He did worse on the test than last time, right? This instead of badly, we use worse. He did worse on the test than last time. Okay. Sorry. I misclicked. So let's continue. Example with superlative. In superlative, we have he arrived latest. So this is just one syllable. Can you identify the syllables in a word? Do you know how to do it?
No.
Okay, for example, let me see. Beautifully. View, one syllable. The, two syllable. Fu, three, and li, four. How many times you pronounce the mix of word, the combination? For example, more. There's four letters, but you just pronounce one syllable. More. M, O, and R together, right? More. You don't say more, you say more. For example, superlative. Superlative. Four syllables, right? Late. Late, just one. You just say late, right? That's one syllable. In these cases, we add ER or EST. And when it is ending in ly, because it's long, it has a lot of syllables. For example, care, this one, fully, three syllables. So we need to add most for superlative or more for comparative. So she drives most carefully in our team. And it's the irregular, that was his best performance. So how many syllables this word has? John.
One.
Excuse me, Mr. Javier, you answer. Okay, go ahead. How many?
Yeah. One syllable. One syllable.
House.
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 Two
Oh,
syllables.
Two.
two syllables.
Two syllables. Thank you. What about, let me think. This one. Clever. Jonathan, go ahead. How many syllables?
Two.
Two. Clever.
Ver.
What about this one, Miss Enrique? Dance.
One syllable.
One syllable. Correct. That's how you identify how many syllables a word has. Thank you so much. Well done. So, I just want to add this explanation for the exercises that we did yesterday. So we use superlative and comparative with adverbs in this way. Okay? Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to send you this document through the chat. In a moment. Okay. My gosh. Sorry. Why? Okay. This is why. I need to do this. Your computer. B1. Okay, through the chat, I sent this file. It's just explanation, right? We practiced it yesterday, but I would like to be clearly. Okay, now let's continue. The idea is to do a written practice. So let me share this. So we are going to do this exercise. It says, look at the exam task and answer the question. How do you know that Klaus has received a message from you? What have you already told Chloe you are going to do? And which fourth thing must you put in your reply? So let's read this email. Please, Mr. Enrique. Read the email for English speaking French Chloe and the notes you have made. These are the notes, okay? Mr. Enrique,
Okay.
go ahead.
To from Choil. Hi. It was great to hear from you, and I'm really glad you're coming to visit. Shall we go to the countryside while you're here? We could take a bus and then walk or cycle there. It's not far, and I've got a sport bike. There's a lot of wildlife in the area too. What would you most like to see? My family have a little cottage there, so we can take a day trip or go all day Saturday and Sunday. Which would you rather do? All the best, child.
Okay, so give me a moment. I'm going to highlight some words. Mm,
Mister, what is the meaning of, yeah, that word, cottage?
okay, I'm going to tell you in a way. Give me a moment. Okay, so let's try. So first of all, let's do it in order. What is the meaning of glad?
Feliz, encantado.
Feliz, encantado. Thank you, Javier.
Yes,
Well done. You can say, instead of nice to meet you, you can say glad to meet you.
I'm so
Okay?
glad to.
It's less common. Okay. Sorry, I highlight visit. No, this is a mistake. So here the pronunciation, walk,
Walk.
walk. That's better. Thank you, Mr. Enrique. What's the meaning of spur?
Es por
Repuesto. But in this case, we can say como de sobra. Tenemos una bicicleta de sobra.
yeah, es por
Okay, thank you. And courage mean cabaña. Jonathan. Like
Cabaña, okay.
cabaña. Okay, thank you. So let's try to answer these questions. So, Mr. Javier, number one, how do you know that Close have received a message for you?
Mm, how can I read the question again, please?
How
How
do
do
you
you
Go ahead. No.
know that Chloe has received a message from you? Mm, okay. Mm, uh, she okay. The visit to countryside.
No. Okay, this is a good question because you need to interpret the test. You need to understand. So the clue or the answer is here. It's great to hear from you. Es bueno saber de ti. So this means that he received your email, right? Because she's answered your email, and she's saying that it's good to hear from you. Okay? Es bueno saber de
Okay.
ti. This part. Thank you. Anyway, good job. Okay, number two, Miss Enrique. What have you already told shoes you are going to do?
oh, uh,
What do you think?
I think he is coming to visit him.
So you invited her to come to visit you, right?
Okay.
What have you already told Chloe to are going to do? To visit, right? Okay,
To
thank you.
visit.
Okay, and the last one, Jonathan, which four things must you put in your reply?
Um, put that it's good that she visit the countryside and a good plan to do in his town. Um, maybe accept the suggest and say which, and select the last part. Which one?
Okay, you're right. So the four things you must to pay in replay is the thing you take notes. So what's the meaning of should or the use of should? Do you know? I forgot to highlight it. Should is a modal verb used to for suggestion. Sería como deberíamos ir al campo. Something like that. It's a suggestion. So the things you have to replay, one of these things is this. Shall we go to the countryside? Yes or no, right? The other one is this. We can take the bus and then walk or cycle there. You need to answer close if you agree, or you don't agree, right? Suggestion, you need to answer to this. ¿Qué le gustaría ver más? You answer that. And the last one, as you said, what do you rather? Okay, and why? You need to take in account these notes you made, right? To answer Chloe. Okay, Jonathan? You did it well anyway. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you guys. So now let's do a short reading exercise. The idea is you write your email to Chloe in about 50 words. We need to do it shorter. 50 words using all the notes, right? You need to write an email, but taking account these notes, okay? So please, you can type it on the chat and in the chat and go ahead, please. Let's start.
Okay.
And remember the structure. Here you have the example. To, from, hi, the main idea, then you develop your ideas, all the best, and then your name again, right? Be careful with the structure of an email. That's important in a test. And remember, you need to take into account this, to answer this note you made. Missing something. You have any question, let me know.
Mister,
Dime.
aprovechar es leverage
Or take advantage.
or take advantage. Maybe para aprovechar el tiempo, podría ser leverage.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Remember, just 50 words. Solo 50. A minute more, please. We need to finish. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay, thank you so much. So, Jonathan, could you start reading your email, please?
Yeah. Hi, I am excited for your answer. Of course, I want to go to the countryside. We need to talk a lot. I think it's a good idea.
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 Idea. To take a bicycle. I really love it. In the wildlife area, I want to
Area.
see
Area.
area. Okay, I want to see squirrels. They're so cute from to me. About going on a day trip, I think it's important to make the most of the time with your family. So going to the trip is the best plan for us. See you soon, Chloe.
So thank you so much. You did it well. You answered to the 4 main points. Thank you, Jonathan. Good job. Mr. Javier, go ahead, please.
Okay. Hey, Chloe. I am glad to hear to read about you. I think a good idea take a rest time in the countryside. I will suggest going in a bicycle because it is faster than walk. When we go into cottage, we could walk in the area of wildlife and take more photos of paradise and maybe catch any animal in its habit because I heard about the old its live in the forest. I wish I one shot of it. Therefore, I will wait it this day. PSD, I don't forget bring your binoculars. You are very forgettable. Sincerely, Javier.
Love it. Thank you so much. Good job. Awesome. And the last one, Enrique, please.
Sorry, I have a question.
Mm.
We must do about the first paragraph, but I think what I think about this mail.
Okay.
I put to Santiago from Enrique. Hi, I am so glad to hear from you again. I am really happy you are coming this weekend. I hope the weather will be sunny. My family is planning to welcome you with some delicious meals. What would you most like to eat? Bets Enrique.
Okay. No worries about that. You read or you type a good email. Good job. The idea was to answer this email, this one, taking account these notes you take, these ideas, right? Anyway, you did it well. Thank you so much for participating, for doing it, Enrique. So, sorry. Guys, well done. You did it awesome. So before we continue, let's just read this last. So it says, working groups read the Leo's reply and answer the question. Which paragraph deals with each of the four knobs on the closed message? Leo has written a good email, but he has made one mistake in each paragraph. Can you find and correct each one? Mark the mistake with G for grammar, B for vocabulary, O for word order, or SP for spelling. Which words and paragraphs does Leo use to avoid using the parts of closed message? Okay, let's read this answer to compare with your answers. So could you help us, Mr. Javier, please? Read this as an example, this answer, please, to compare with the one you typed.
Okay. Okay, the girl just getting out of the city sounds like a very good idea. Beside her car too much noise and pollute them. Uh, okay. First, I could be Leo answer for a city. Chloe in this email talk about the countryside in the country area.
Yes. Just read it, Mr. Javier, no worries. It's just to see an example. You just have to read the email. No
Okay,
worries
yeah.
about the mistake or any other thing.
Okay. Dark Cloud, just getting out of the city sounds like a really good idea. Besides, there's far too much noise and polluting there. I love to stay overnight in the country, so I think I'd prefer to spend one weekend all there. I really like cottage. Let's ride their bike. We can get around much more quickly than on foot and go to more places. The animals I'd most like to see are deer, but I don't know if they find there. I like watching birds too, especially really big ones. Looking forward to seeing you, Leo.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Javier. Good job. So notice they type one paragraph for each answer, for each idea. Anyway, I love the way you answer your email. You did it awesome. Thank you so much. So remember, when you're going to take an Cambridge test, the written part will be like this. You have to answer an email. So thank you, good job. It was a good practice. So let's continue. So now we're going to talk about, let me see something, collocations. Unit 12. We're going to start Unit 12. Collocation. Collocation are natural combinations of words. This is a new topic, right? But it's easy. We just need to learn to memorize some words that native speakers tend to use together. That sound right. The two people who know the language well and using them correctly make your English sound more fluent and natural. For example, we say make a decision, not do a decision, ¿cierto? Entonces, cuando vamos a hablar de una decisión, de tomar una decisión, no decimos ni take, ni do, sino make. Make a decision, ¿ok? We say heavy rain, not strong rain. Heavy rain refers to a una lluvia muy fuerte, como una especie de aguacero, ¿cierto? Entonces, en este caso decimos heavy rain. We say fast food instead of quick food, comida rápida, fast food. Let me highlight it. So you need to learn to memorize this expression, okay? Fast food, I'm sorry. Heavy rain, fast food. Okay, types of collocation includes verb plus noun, make a choice, tomar una decisión. Remember, it's instead of use the verb take, we use the verb make with choice or decision. Make a choice. Tomar una elección o tomar una decisión. Make a choice. Break a record, ¿cierto? Romper un récord. This is more like in Spanish. Okay. Adjective plus noun. Strong coffee. Strong coffee. In Spanish we say like un café oscuro. Sí, como un café fuerte, como amargo. So in English is strong coffee. A big mistake, como un grave error. Big mistake. Noun plus noun. So there's different kind. Un adjetivo más un sustantivo más un sustantivo. For example, bus stop, la parada del bus. Bus stop or data analysis. ¿Cierto? Análisis de información, de datos. Sorry. Also, we have adverb, un adverbio, plus adjective. So deeply, when we use ly, is because it's an adverb concerned, ¿cierto? Como altamente importante o de conveniencia. Highly successful, como altamente exitoso. Highly successful. Also, we have verb plus adverb. Drive carefully. This is like clear, como conduce cuidadosamente. Argue bitterly, como argumenta bien, claramente. Okay. Why are collocation important? They make your English sound more natural. They help you speak and write more quickly. You don't have to think about every word. They improve comprehension when listening or reading. So here we have some examples. So make a decision, heavy rain, fast food, make a choice, break a record, strong coffee, big mistake, bus stop, data analysis, deeply concerned, highlight successful, drive carefully, and argue bitterly. Okay? Could I continue? This is vocabulary, right? We need to learn this. So, now we're going to work on some collocation with the verb form, the noun phone with a phone, right? Use a phone. I need to use a phone to call him. That's clear, right? Eso es como transparente. Usar un teléfono, use a phone. Answer the phone, contestar, como contestar una llamada. She answered the phone quickly. Pick up the phone. He picked up the phone after the second ring. Pick up is mean also como contestar. Sí, desde el ya con mí, como alzó, contestó la llamada después de la segunda timbre. Hang up the phone. Hang up means colgar. So, don't hang up the phone yet. No cuelgues aún. Hang up the phone, colgar. Call someone on the phone. I called her on the phone last night. Llamar a alguien a través del teléfono. Call someone on. Okay? You have any questions so far? It's just vocabulary, right? Highlight this. Pick up the phone. Hang up the phone. Call someone on the phone. And test on the phone. So notice, with phone we use the preposition on. Test on the phone. Como enviar un mensaje, ¿cierto? Desde el teléfono. Teenagers love testing on the phone. Que los adolescentes aman escribir desde el teléfono. Okay. So, now we have adjective plus phone. Adjetivos con el sustantivo de teléfono. Mobile phone. Un teléfono móvil. Most people have a mobile phone. A smartphone. Un teléfono inteligente, right? Landline phone. We still have a landline phone. I hope was that kind of old phones that you have to answer taking a part of the phone. Los teléfonos, ¿cómo se dice? De línea fija, que son en la casa, que no los podemos mover, que son grandototes. Y que teníamos que ir en las rueditas, estripar teclas para marcar y los alzábamos para contestar. Do you understand? What kind of phones? Yes. Do you get it? Okay, thank you so much. Cell phones. You already know what is a cell phone is. Okay. So, then we have phrases involving phones. Use a phone charger. What's the meaning of charger?
Cargador.
Cargador. Use a phone app. This is easy, right? An app in the phone. Okay. Use the phone for work. Usar el celular para trabajar. And finally, we have use the phone for social media. I think all of us use the phone for work and for social media, right? So far, do you have any question?
No.
Okay,
No.
thank you. This is easy. So now let me check something here in the book. It says page, this one. So it says collocation using your phone. Work in pairs, what do you and your friends use your phone for? Talk about the things from the box and your own ideas. So, for example, Jonathan, what do you use your phone for? ¿Para qué utilizas tu teléfono?
Take selfies, listen music, call friends, share photos and videos. And those all. And
Okay.
set an alarm.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. What about you, Mr. Enrique? What do
Um,
you use your phone for?
Read the news, headlines, listen to the music, um, uh, share photos and video, call friends.
Okay, that's cool. A lot of things. What about you, Mr. Javier?
Okay. I used to read the books, read the new headlines, listen to music. I often to check the time weather, call my friends. Maybe I play a game.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's check. Working groups, look at the information about the smartphones, use and then answer the question. Is the information true for you and the people you know? How do you think is different for older and younger generations? So, Jonathan, this one, please. Could you read this?
Okay, over 66% of the world's adult population owns a smartphone, 92% in the Netherlands.
Okay. This one, Mr. Enrique, please.
Yes. The average person looks at the phone 27 times a day.
Okay, thank you so much. This one, Mr. Javier.
Of 18, 29 years old sleep with their mobile phone.
Okay. But they don't use their phones to make calls. They prefer to text or send emails. Okay. Do you have any question about this information?
No perfect.
Okay, so let's answer this, and that's all for today. Is the information true for you and the people you know? Jonathan, about
What you
this
say, mister?
is this information true for you and the people you know? This information.
Yeah, I think
Yes, it's true.
that's true.
Okay, what about you, Mr. Enrique?
No question.
The same question. Is this information true for you and the people you know?
Yes. I think a person looks at their phone 27 times a day.
Or maybe more, right? And most of the population have their own smartphone. Do you sleep with your smartphone, Mr. Enrique?
A smartphone.
Do you sleep with your smartphone? Do you sleep?
I don't,
¿Usted duerme con su teléfono?
no, I don't sleep with my smartphone
Okay,
because it's dangerous.
yeah, it's dangerous. Right, you're right. Thank you so much. What about you, Mr. Javier? Could you answer the first one? Is this information true for you and the people you know?
It's true to looks my cell phone 27 times a day, but it's not true to sleep with my phone. The San Enrique is very dangerous
Okay.
for health.
And you make calls or you prefer to text
I
Mr.
prefer text. I
Okay,
prefer text.
same here. Okay, and let's answer the last question. How do you think it's different for older and younger generation? Jonathan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that in an older generation, don't use his phones like a younger generation. Maybe uh, maybe 15 times a day, but a younger generation maybe 30 times.
Okay,
So I think yeah, it's different.
okay, thank you. You mean to the times they use their phone a day, per day. What about you, Mr. Enrique?
I think the people all they use the technology, especially smartphone for investigate, for
Research, do
uh,
research.
uh, call his friends, but the all people decide to visit the family and cannot use a smartphone frequently.
Okay, thank you. Good answer. And what about you, Mr. Javier?
I think the younger generation than older dependence of mobile phone for all of your life. For example, the younger generation use most your cell phone, but your work, your rest time. I could be at the rest time and to sleep. I think that. I think that.
I think you're right. That's true. And maybe for old generation, it's harder to manage a mobile phone, right? Some old people have some issues using technology, but it's true. A young generation use more the phone than older generation because older generation are get used to communicate it through other ways, right? Okay, thank you. Well done, my dear students. That's all for today. Thank you for coming. See you tomorrow. Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. You did it
Absolutely.
awesome. Good job.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mr.
Mr.
Goodbye.
Thank you so
See you
Bye-bye.
much.
tomorrow.
Bye
See you
bye.
tomorrow. Thank you for coming.